guys, it's Travis coming at you for Thursday's edition of this week's topic, which is dysphoria. I don't know what week it is, but I know the topic's dysphoria. The most common one I'd say that obviously trans guys suffer from is probably body dysphoria. I know I suffered from it. Predominantly, a lot of my dysphoria came in regards to my chest, not so much below the belt. I'm not sure why, because I know a lot of guys that suffer full body dysphoria. Some guys are less dysphoric about their chest than they are below the belt. So each guy is just kind of, I mean, everyone has their own dysphoria as to whether it's your entire body or just a specific region of your body. But mine was really big about my chest. For a while, I stopped looking in a mirror unless I had a shirt on. I mean, like I said, I stopped looking in mirrors if I didn't have a shirt on. Just kind of kept my eyes closed as much as possible when I was in the shower. Just kind of tried to imagine myself having a different body than I did. I bound. I wore layers. I tried to adjust the way I would sit in classes and when I was hanging out with people. I mean, I did whatever I could to try and hide it. I know a lot of guys try to bind with lots and lots of layers or multiple types of binders. I don't recommend this. Binders are designed to give you a flattened appearance, but obviously because there are, you know, lumps of tissue there, it's not going to become flat. There's no way impossible. I mean, you could put 5 binders on to try and get this slim appearance that you want to, but really all it's going to do is accentuate the fact that there is extra tissue there. It's not going to do anything to help you or make you look like you have a flatter chest, and if it does, then it probably means that you're cutting off your airway somewhat, and you're probably crushing your ribs. I heard about a lot of guys who bound with ace wraps, duct tape, binders, combination of them, who had fractured ribs, broken ribs. It's not something to mess with. Dysphoria is bad for some guys, bad to the point of they consider taking their lives, but there's ways around it. There's psychologists you can talk to, there's doctors you can talk to, friends you can talk to, counselors, anybody. Taking your life is not the answer to your dysphoria. Crushing your rib cage to try and give yourself a flat chest is not the answer to your dysphoria. Get a binder, wear it properly, add on layers of clothing. The more layers of clothing you have on, obviously in the summertime that's going to suck, but if you put enough layers on, that it'll help slim the appearance and the extra tissue won't stick out as far versus if you were to wear your binder and then, you know, a skin-tight shirt where it's going to accentuate everything. It's probably not the best idea if you're really dysphoric about your chest. Like I said, bind and then put several layers on to try and add that cushion, add that, you know, extra build so that the difference isn't that much. Like I didn't look in mirrors. That's one option to do with it. Do what you have to do to get chest surgery. I worked 2 jobs pretty much still working 2 jobs to this day. So I've been working 2 jobs for about 7 years now, trying to save money and pay bills and stuff like that. Guys do chip-in funds, take out loans, use credit cards. I mean, there's those options as well. If you don't want to rack up debt, then, you know, binding and layers and trying to just get yourself to a mental state where when you look at yourself, you see a man, irregardless of what your body actually is. And that's really what dysphoria is. It's all in your mind. I learned over time to just kind of give myself this mental picture that when I looked at myself in the mirror, I had the body that I wanted. I had the flat chest. I didn't have any extra tissue on there. Some people can't do that. Some people can. For me, it worked. To just give myself that mental state, that mental picture, helped me get through things. Bottom dysphoria, obviously, to some extent, it's a little bit easier to handle because you can stuff socks, you can get packers, you can use strap-ons, you can, do a number of things to kind of make yourself feel more comfortable with what you have in your pants below the belt. I didn't have too bad of bottom dysphoria. I still don't have bottom dysphoria. Minor bit, but I mean nothing serious. I don't pack, so I mean, it's not a big issue to me. I'm just happy with what I have, and I'm happy, to be able to have done what I've been able to do so far. I think a lot of dysphoria, a lot of my dysphoria went away too as well, once I started hormones, so, for preteen guys, you can look forward to that. Get out of my camera video here. Another thing is, if you're worried about your body as a whole or your figure as a whole, it's a topic that's come up in one of the new groups I joined on Facebook. Sorry, my cat is behind there. You can, let me fix this. You can, to help your body dysphoria, as in, your figure itself, try to work out your upper body. The larger your upper body looks, the broader your shoulders are, the slimmer your waist is going to look. So, if you can't be on T, hit the gym. Do push-ups, do your pull-ups, do lat pull-downs, work your back muscles, work your chest muscles. Just try to give yourself that, broadness, or build out some muscles, kind of get that V to your body to where your upper body is slightly larger than your waist. Like I said, the larger your upper body looks, the smaller your waist is going to look. And that'll also give you a tad bit more masculine appearance, as well as benefit you as far as the chest workouts go. If you build a good amount of chest muscle underneath, your tissues, when it comes time for surgery, it'll be easier for your surgeon to kind of contour your chest to that. Building chest muscle does have a negative when you're binding, because it's going to cause things to come out further. There's a plus though to that, because if you build up some muscle and you kind of adjust yourself, what I used to do was try and flatten and then push to the side when I bound, and then I found that I'd have to do minor adjustments during the day. I typically do that when I went to go to the restroom, but overall it just kind of made it look like I had somewhat of pectoral muscles going on, which also helped with some of my dysphoria as well. I think that's about all I got for you guys. Like I said, if you're in a situation where you're thinking about taking your life or doing something drastic because you can't handle your dysphoria, reach out to anybody on the channel. Reach out to friends if you can, family if you can, therapists, counselors at school, anybody. Talk to anybody. Taking your life over body dysphoria, whether it be as a whole or a specific part, or doing any type of mutilation, is not the answer. It may seem like the answer, but in the long run, it's not going to help you out. we're all here to help you. There are plenty of people out there in the world that'll help you. Reach out to us if you can't reach out to anybody else. Work out, work your upper body out, find and wear layers, stuff packers in your pants, you know, just kind of, that's about the best advice I got for you. So have a great week, and I will see you guys next week for next week's topic.